Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. If you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor. It's the little things citizens do. That's what will make the difference. We face neither east nor west. We face forward. It is much easier to show compassion to animals. They are never wicked. Our children may learn about heroes of the past. Our task is to make ourselves the architects of the future. Africa will write its own history, and it will be a history of glory and dignity. Until the lions have their own historians, the history of the hunt will always glorify the hunter. He who feeds you controls you. Unity will not make us rich, but it can make it difficult for Africa and the African people to be disregarded and humiliated. Knowledge is power. Information is liberating. Education is the premise of progress in every society, in every family. The most potent weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. Everybody deserves to be free and the right to speak. The land is ours. It's not European, and we have taken it. We have given it to the rightful people. If your dreams do not scare you, they are not big enough. African art is functional. It serves a purpose. It is not just a piece of showmanship. Tell no lies, claim no easy victories. Africa produces what it does not consume, and consumes what it does not produce. Cinema is the night school of Africa. Originality is the essence of true scholarship. Creativity is the soul of the true scholar. A coward dies 1,000 deaths, a brave man only once. I am not a dictator. I am a revolutionary. To be alive, not just the carcass, but the spark. Without culture, society, and politics, we are not complete. I have won many trophies in my time, but nothing will ever top helping win the peace for my country. If you have money but no integrity, you are a failure. Art is not just about decoration, it's about education. Manufacture, don't just trade. Success is not a destination, but the road you travel. Without unity, there is no future for us as a people. We teach girls to shrink themselves, to make themselves smaller. We need to rewrite our own story. No matter where you're from, your dreams are valid. There's no greater satisfaction than knowing you've made a difference in someone's life. Learn from the past. Live in the present. Look to the future. The greatest threat to freedom is the absence of criticism. Football is a universal language that can bring people together. A woman's struggle is universal. Stories can conquer fear, they can make the heart bigger. Peace is not just the absence of war. tolerance of intolerance is cowardice. It is inevitable that the wrongdoers will eventually reap the fruits of their deeds. If you want to get somewhere, go there with others. Unity, liberty, and justice are our goals. This world is not a man's world. It's a human world. He who cannot change the very fabric of his thought will never be able to change reality. We need to tell our own stories. Without land, the people of Africa cannot claim freedom. Being a woman writer, I feel it's very important that I write from the viewpoint of a woman. Riches do not make a king, it is wisdom that keeps him on the throne. The single story creates stereotypes, and the problem with stereotypes is not that they are untrue, but that they are incomplete. A creative woman is not a subject of obedience. The liberation of Africa is the liberation of humanity. Football is not just a game, it is a way of life. The power of the people is always stronger than the people in power. Change is not a destination, just as hope is not a strategy. Peace is the diploma you receive in the University of Life. Strategy without tactics is the slowest route to victory. Tactics without strategy is the noise before defeat. A tiger doesn't proclaim his tigritude, he pounces. Music has the power to change society. If you laugh with someone, you can talk with them. Cinema is a mirror, and cinema is a window into our society. Music is the greatest tool of communication. The only limit is the one you set yourself. Culture is the crown of civilization. I will sing for my people until my voice is silenced. We cannot trample upon the humanity of others without devaluing our own. We all have the power to change the world. Beauty is not something you can acquire or consume. It is something you just have to be. Music is my weapon. I believe in fighting through music. We need to unite to build a new Africa. We are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. Books and all forms of writing are terror to those who wish to suppress the truth. We proved that football unites people. The world is yours, and everything in it. Your background should never define who you are. Music has the power to heal. The only white man you can trust is a dead white man. In whatever you do, strive to be the best. Music is my contribution to the fight against injustice. We should all be feminists. Language is a communication tool and a cultural vessel. Nothing is impossible in life. We must always strive to improve ourselves. We are here. We exist. We are not invisible. Learn to laugh at yourself. It's the best way to handle life. True beauty is compassionate. You are a unique being that should be celebrated. Football is the universal language that can unite nations. It always seems impossible until it's done. Without progress, there is no peace. One's voice can be small, but the truth it speaks can be mighty. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. Freedom is not given. It is taken. Hope is the bridge to the impossible. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. Throughout history, it has been the inaction of those who could have acted, the indifference of those who should have known better, and the silence of the voice of justice when it mattered most that has made it possible for evil to triumph. Africa will write its own history, and in both North and South it will be a history of glory and dignity. Unity will not make us rich, but it can make it difficult for Africa and the African peoples to be disregarded and humiliated. You cannot carry out fundamental change without a certain amount of madness. Tell no lies, claim no easy victories. We face neither east nor west. We face forward. Africa is not a place to be pitied or feared, but a place to be celebrated. The most potent weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. Everybody has a responsibility to teach. When suffering knocks at your door and you say there is no seat for him, he tells you not to worry, because he has brought his own stool. My humanity is bound up in yours, for we can only be human together. To live is to choose, but to choose well, you must know who you are and what you stand for. The generation that destroys the environment is not the generation that pays the price. If your dreams do not scare you, they are not big enough. Our children may learn about the heroes of the past. Our task is to make ourselves the architects of the future. Women hold up the other half of the sky. The years of imprisonment hardened me. Perhaps if you have been given a moment in history, you have to be strong. The challenge is to move beyond declarations and to establish a comprehensive system of security. We are not anti-white. We are pro-black. The problem with gender is that it prescribes how we should be rather than recognizing how we are. When the world seems like it's falling apart, remember that you're still standing. We need a more resilient Africa that is self-reliant. I have long been acquainted with the anguish of exile. Humanism in Africa means the recognition that we are all one human family. Che Guevara taught us that a real revolutionary goes where he is needed. Civilization is the sum of the wisdom that is the heritage of all mankind. I am not a saint, unless you think of a saint as a sinner who keeps on trying. The greatest struggle is not the struggle for power, but the struggle to unite a divided nation. The objective of development is to provide people with opportunities to lead decent lives. Music is the weapon of the future. You are the captain of your own ship. Don't let anyone steer you off course. Running is not just about winning. It's about having the courage to keep going. I always believe that anything is possible, no matter how hard it seems. Comedy is a way of coping with the pain of life. Art is not just a reflection of society, it's a force for change. Without dignity, there is no liberty. Without justice, there is no dignity. I'm not afraid of challenges. I love challenges. The environment is man's first right. Without a clean environment, you cannot exist. Success is not measured by what you accomplish, but by the opposition you have encountered. Never forget where you come from, but never let it limit where you're going. I'm not a politician. I am a revolutionary. Procrastination is a lazy man's apology. Justice is not a game, it is a serious matter. Work hard, be dedicated, and don't give up on your dreams. Everyone deserves a chance to be heard. In whatever you do, strive to be the best. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. Writing is making sense of life. I am the product of the masses of my country and the product of my enemy. The man dies in all who keep silent in the face of tyranny. If your dreams do not include helping others, they are too small.